Okay, we want to be able to find f prime of x, or the derivative of this function. So we have x times the square root of 2 minus x squared. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to use the product rule. And so what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this. So this is going to be f of x, which is equal to x times 2 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. Okay, so if we want to be able to find the derivative of this function, okay, we're going to set it up as follows. We're going to take the first function, which is x, and then multiply it by the derivative of the second function, which is 2 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. So we're going to write the prime symbol because we're going to take the derivative of that function. And then plus, we're going to take the derivative of the first function times the second function, which is 2 minus x squared to the 1/2 power. So now what we have is the following. We have x. Now here we need to be careful, because what we're going to be doing is we're taking the derivative of the outside function, and then we got to take the derivative of the inside function. Excuse me. So what we're going to have is the following. We take the derivative of the outside function, it's going to be 1/2 times 2 minus x squared. And 1/2 minus 1 is the same thing as 1/2 minus 2 over 2, which gives us negative 1/2. Okay, and then we got to take the derivative of the inside function, which is negative x squared. That is the chain rule. And then plus the derivative of x here is going to give us 1 times parentheses 2 minus x squared to the 1/2. Okay, now we need to take the derivative of that inside function, so we have x times 1/2 times 2 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. And now what is the derivative of negative x squared? Well, the derivative of negative x squared is negative 2x. And now that's plus 1 times parentheses 2 minus x squared to the positive 1/2. Okay, so now let's go ahead and multiply this all out. Okay, if we take 1/2 and multiply that by negative 2, we're going to get negative 1. And this x times x, which is going to give us negative x squared, times 2 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 plus 2 minus x squared to the positive 1/2. Okay, so now we want to factor out a 2 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. And then what's left is the following. We have negative x squared, and that's going to be plus 2 minus x squared. Okay, and then the reason for that is the following. Because if we took 2 minus x squared to the 1/2 and then multiplied it what we have left, which is 2 minus x squared to the 1, that's negative 1/2. This is the same thing as 2 over 2. We multiply them together, we end up getting 2 minus x squared to the positive 1/2, which is what we get here. So that's why we're factoring that out. Now we can combine like terms. So we have 2 minus x squared to the negative 1/2, we have negative x squared plus 2 minus x squared. And so what that gives us is the following. We have 2, well, let's go ahead and rewrite this in the denominator. So we would say that this represents 1 over 2 minus x squared now that has a positive 1/2, times, here we get negative 2, or actually positive 2, minus 2x squared, and that's over 1. And then if we want to write that as a radical, then in the numerator, 1 times 2 minus x squared is going to leave us with 2 minus 2x squared, and then divided by the square root of 2 minus x squared, and therefore that would represent the derivative of that function.